Hello, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your July Practically Soulful reading. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with the July readings. If you're a returning viewer, I'm calling this one the Crossroads, okay? It's like an energy check-in. As you guys know, how we perhaps intended to start the year is not perhaps how we thought it would have panned out. What soul wants for us on deeper levels is probably something a little bit different than what we had originally intended, okay? So let's take a look and do your July Crossroads. Now, I'm going to be pulling 3 energy soul cards to give you an idea of the energy that is perhaps permeating your reality this year, whether that is found within your connections, within your workplace, within your path, your healing path, whatever the case may be, Leo. We'll take a look at 3 energy cards for that as a message from soul. We'll also take a look at 6 conscious cards, okay? What your conscious intentions were. We'll look at that from one tarot deck. And then we're going to take a look at what perhaps soul wanted for you, okay? And take another look to see if that energy might be mirrored is always interesting, or if it clashes, you know, that's where we can see we are embodying and perhaps following the call of soul, or perhaps how we've been redirected in many ways. And that can happen for any number of reasons, Leo. Now, I like to do, if you're a first-time viewer, I like to do what I call a cosmic compass for each of the readings, okay? It gives us an idea of the retrograde, of the energy at play when it comes to the planetary placement. So we are smack bang in retrograde season. We've got 5 planets in retrograde. We're also finishing off the third of a trifecta of eclipses from June, July, all right? So on the 5th of July, it's going to be a full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn. We'll also have a new moon in Cancer on July the 20th. We've got Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter all in retrograde currently. Now, since April, we kicked off retrograde season, which, as a collective theme, it's been taking us back through the timeline to our past connections, past experiences, where we have integrated or not the wisdoms of our journey, okay? What we learned about love, intimacy, and connection. What we've learned about how we choose to embrace opportunity and growth, or perhaps avoid it out of fear. It's about the rules and restrictions we've been told to live by, the boundaries that have been normal, and how perhaps we've outgrown them and want to build new foundations. After all, 2020 is the Master 22 year. What has life taught me? What wisdoms do I want to implement moving forward? It also reduces further into a 4-year. 4 is foundations. What do you want to start from here on in? You know, the next decade is huge, Leo. It really is. And if anything, the collective energies and what's been happening on a global level is a really good example of how different everything will be from here on in. And we are ever evolving, ever changing. And as empaths, intuitives, and sensitives, if ascension is simply ascending out of old limitations, ascending out of old fears, then growth is our divine birthright always, and available to us whenever we choose. Okay, let's take a look, my love. I'm just putting the rest of your cards out. How are my Leos feeling? It's funny because I do these videos going by the views, okay? By the most views. I think I've just put all of those cards upside down. I have. I don't read reversals necessarily, Leo, okay? I simply had that deck upside down. It's interesting to see, what was I going to say? I don't even know what I was going to say. Was it even true? Will it come to me? I don't know, Leo. Goodness. I've lost it. It's interesting to notice the energy that comes through with each of the readings. So I do my readings based on the most views. So you guys have you're the last of my readings today. Not that I've done them all today, I've done them over the last few days. Now, the energy when I was doing Libra, Cancer, Virgo was quite upbeat. Today, doing Pisces, Aries, Leo is something else, and that's why I was checking in to see how you guys might be feeling. I felt like there was like Maybe I'm connecting into Leos collectively that are sort of neither here nor there, perhaps, but there's some good cards on the bottom. Now look at this. Imagination, courage, and judgment are your energy themes. Really connecting in with the higher view, the psychic activity, the crown chakra. Many Leos might be experiencing crown upgrades in the month of July. You know what? These transits, this full moon, and just the movements of Saturn is really hitting your health and wellness. So health, your physical presentations, your physical reality is going to be wanting your attention in many ways. But imagination calls to you, Leo. School holidays. Okay, sorry about that, Leo. Let's take a look. All right, so the imagination card wants to show up, as well as the courage and the judgment card. Now look, when I look at those three, just real quickly, I just got this sudden urge, like I don't deny your intuition. Maybe soul is talking to you in many ways and you're feeling like you're just doing this. There's a new beginning that you knew. You wanted an emotional reset. You wanted a new beginning in love, in loving your life, loving your path, loving where you're at, whatever the case may be. But perhaps feeling conflicted about the next best steps, okay? Maybe you're, feeling tied down to your commitments, whatever the case is. What soul wants for you this year is the dynasty. This is the 10 of coins. This is marriage. Maybe there are many Leos that I'm connecting into that are wanting to reinvigorate the love within their lives, the love within their existing marriages. Maybe this is many Leos getting married, coming into connections that are like that, vibrate at that longevity frequency, marriage-like commitments, whatever the case may be. I just heard maybe COVID got in the way, okay? Take that however it resonates, okay? But this is also career moves, money moves, financial opportunities that refresh us when it comes to loving life again after perhaps times of struggle. And I'm going to have to say, Leo, like I said, with the soul cards, don't deny what you're intuitively picking up on here. I feel with these two cards, the courage and judgment card, it's very much about feeling stuck. There's a courageous decision, don't ever forget within your solar return, you are the lion. You are a lion heart, okay? It's going to take some courage for some of the Leos that I'm connecting into to remove yourself from the lens of judgment, judging your choices, judging your second guessing yourself is what I'm feeling here. Don't second guess what you intuitively know. There's a vision or an idea, a hope, a dream that you've got on the horizon of the not quite here yet future. Hold fast to that. Connect into this space as much as possible, okay? The imagination card shows up in our readings to remind us that imagination is a powerful tool to help us crystallize our visions. And it's going to take a lot of courage to maintain that commitment and focus, okay? So don't judge yourself for where you are compared to where you want to be. Everything is but a journey. All right. I'm feeling here there are many Leos wanting transitions out of their paths, out of their career. They're wanting transitions in their lifestyle choices even, or just the choices you've made. And if there is a new beginning in love or a potential new beginning in love or a different way in which to love life, like there's old energy trying to leave your energy field, okay, as far as memories in what hasn't worked out right in the past and whatever the case may be. But let's take a look at your higher consciousness cards. Look at this, a new beginning with a King of Cups energy, emotional fulfillment, okay? After awakening to the fact that I needed to put some boundaries, there's new beginnings here. You knew this was going to be a year of change. You were awakening to a new way of living, loving, connecting, communicating, okay? A new way to welcome change rather than feeling like I've always got to put fires out, that I'm reacting to everything that changes. Like I really wanted to come into harmony. That's what many Leos were wanting to bring about when it comes to change this year. Very strong love and connection relationships here, guys. I'm going to say that the month of July, because this is your July reading, is going to be about boundaries. Maybe this is boundaries within self, that this reality is very real. This imagination card, this vision, this higher ideal, this hope, this intuitive knowing about where this can go, this connection, this path, this dream. Hold fast to it and put boundaries down with yourself, Leo. when it comes to anything getting in your way, when it comes to feeling like you don't have the courage to move forward, that you're judging yourself for not being able to fulfill this vision, okay, this ideal. I feel many Leos are connecting on ventures, you know, connecting into ventures, relationships that is very new. Like there's a new way to be, live, love, connect. Like when I look at this and this and this and this, okay, new beginnings in love, a new way to connect, a new way to live and love, Leo. It's actually like this 2020 was about really emotionally resetting the heart, your experience around love, and how, like even since May, I'm going to say April and May have been significant, and how you might have felt conflicted about what and who you want to call home. Your conflictions around marriage or marriage-like commitments, okay? In the past, perhaps you might have been conflicted about where to take a new relationship, this judgment of holding back your heart. But it's almost like I'm connecting into Leos that have courageously brought forward something from a vision. Maybe even last December is relevant, or Aquarius season even further, okay? January into February. There's a blessing here. Wow. Leo, the High Priestess, the Star, and the Empress. And then that is followed by the Queen of Pentacles. There's something tangible, like I felt this new way of living, loving, being, experiencing. So please apply that to wherever that resonates in your experience with yourself, in your experience of love, in your experience of career. There's a potential this year to really take yourself to the next level that perhaps had only ever existed in your imagination. I never thought love could be like this. Like practically, I never thought I'd attract that. I knew it existed, but it existed somewhere here in the ether. I never knew I could actually feel like that about waking up and going to a job that I genuinely love every day. I never thought that I could genuinely make money doing what I love, working from home while being with my loved ones. Whatever the case may be, there's something here. 2020 is significant, Leo. Okay, I really want to unwrap what the soul cards are here. So you've got a couple of major arcana cards, okay? You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. Like I feel this is more even karmic. Old timelines collapsing, old ways of living, loving, being. It really is slipping out of your energy field, like I said earlier. And that might even point to even last July, going back as July to October is significant. And that's also July to October this year, into February next year, guys. Alrighty, Leo. Let's see what soul wants you to know. The Knight of Swords, very fast-moving energy. King of Cups, okay? Maybe you are connecting into a King of Cups, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Maybe this is about not just emotional resets and new beginnings. This is a divine connection. Look at this, guys. The Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups. This is someone that I'm in complete emotional harmony with. And I can also want this for myself, where I'm complete emotional harmony with my life and my path, okay? But you've got this King of Cups being mirrored. The Knight of Cups wants to be here too. The King of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of people. The Eight of Swords. The Empress. The Empress is the only major arcana. You know, I think in many ways, Soul wanted you to really connect into this Empress energy. The Empress energy, make no mistake, is whether you are male or female, it is creation, it is nurture, it is gestating something, a new version of myself, this project, this vision, gestating it into life. Having the courage, releasing the judgment, holding fast my imagination, my belief in the vision, in what I'm trying to bring forward. And this is also like the same energy as the Courage card, needing courage to get away from the thoughts that no longer support me, Leo, to really get out. And what I'm wanting more than anything, this is your energy body, your fire body, your passion, your confidence, and this is your emotional body, your heart. You want to live life from the heart and feel excited about that. Like the Saturn movements have been significant for you, okay? And maybe this is Jupiter expanding because this is ruled by fire. It's ruled by Leo. This is you. It's ruled by Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And you know, you guys, that's definitely not the sun, because Leo is ruled by the sun. It could be Mars as ruled by Aries, or it could be Jupiter as ruled by Sagittarius. Now, Jupiter is about expanding my experiences of my emotional body, my experience of love, my passion for path. I've never felt excited about my job, my way of living for a very long time, whatever the case may be, Leo, okay? But this is also Mars, getting excited and having a strong drive. And you know what drive does when it's ignited to our greater empowerment? It tackles through anything that feels like we need courage. My dogs are barking, stop. Okay, like for many Leos that I'm connecting into here, there was rules that you've been living by, structures, restrictions, ways in which you've been told how to connect, how to love, what love means, what emotional happiness means. Like, there are rules that we just have to get a job. No one loves their job, they just do it. That sort of thing is what I'm feeling, Leo. Sigh of relief. This was about redefining your structures, your Saturn, especially in the realms of the heart, even relationships. How we've been shown to love is how we've grown in love. And it's not until we're adults that we get to redo that. And that's if we become aware that there's another way of doing things, yeah? Nature versus nurture. There's rules and regulations that's been shifting and changing when it comes to my emotional maturity, my emotional intelligence, whether I'm listening to my heart or not, okay? There's a beautiful balance here of the fire and the waters, which creates steam, which powers things, Leo. Couple of kings, maybe they're relevant. King of Cups, King of Fire, like I said. The King of Wands is you, or it could be another Leo, another Aries, an Aries or a Sagittarius, okay? But there's beautiful excitement energy. Soul wants you to feel excited and to charge ahead, you know, in this endeavor, in this belief, towards this connection. Like, that's the marriage card again. It's the dynasty, the 10 of coins. Okay? And communicating rather than holding back about my Ace of Cups. It's shown up again. There's new love here for many Leos, you know, and that's new ways of love. You can have new love within an already existing relationship. It's a new way of love, okay? And I want to say it's the cycles of the moon that you've been experiencing. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3 months of new and full moons, okay? Maybe July, August, September is relevant for many Leos for you to concrete this down, okay? And I'm also just going to quickly say, which is an observation I made early on, that there's potentially some Leos out there that will have been working with third-party energy. You might be connecting into a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. If third-party energy was at play, third-party energy doesn't have to be an individual. It can be an energy that gets in the way, like someone's unhappiness, someone's overcommitment to their work, someone's stress, someone's health, whatever the case may be. There's an influencing energy when the third-party energy shows up, and it's getting in the way of a connection between you, perhaps. It's getting in the way of my emotional harmony is what I want to say. But if this is happening within a connection, I do see in the first half of the year or the early part of this year, there was a tower moment, okay, where everything had to come crashing down, which taught you about putting some boundaries down, or you knew that there was a line in the sand that I would never repeat again, never allow again, or I had to do things a different way. Take that as dramatic or as not, as you like. But not long after is this new beginning in love again. Everything changes. So if worst case scenario, if a relationship did end, it is for a greater purpose to bring you into a whole new reality, okay? And if the key dynamics within an already existing relationship shift and change dramatically, it's because it had to, all right? It took this connection to a whole new octave, is what I do want to say. All right, my lovelies? But you've got, like I said, the 10 of coins, the Page of Swords, the Hangman, The Ace of Cups, the Fool, is there as the 0 major arcana. It's about wanting to fall in love with life again, Leo, and really embracing your Leo light, okay? After a time of perhaps going into temple with the 4 of Swords and putting my swords down. There's a new way to live, love, be this year, my lovely Leos, and it all comes down to holding on to what you see and know intuitively as your third eye activates and awakens to a better way of doing things. And that is unique to us all, okay? It's about having the courage to really break down the structures that were handed to us by others, which is what the retrograde energy is all about. We have been grown in environments where we have been shown what living, loving connection is. It is up to us, you know, as we evolve, as we ascend, as we grow up, to change it to suit us based on the newfound knowledge and wisdoms we gain along the way. It's about putting boundaries down for many Leos, but I feel this more strongly is about you putting boundaries with self, allowing yourself, courageously allowing yourself permission to love life again, to fall in love again, to reignite the flames of emotional harmony again. This is a year for change. And it's about bringing in this new experience of the emotional body, Leo, which naturally, once we have that King of Cups, the emotional body, we ignite our fire body, which is the passion and path. But this, to get to the core of who you are, to get to your higher version and self, it is through your emotions this year. Make no mistake. Okay, let's take a look and see what unicorn card wants to show up for you, my lovely Leonie. There's 2, and underneath the deck is past lives are at play. Maybe many Leos are dealing with childhood issues, okay, patterns, programming, whatever the case may be, conditioning, okay, really re-establishing. This is new when it comes to the emotional body, when it comes to love, when it comes to commitment, when it comes to connectivity, okay, when it comes to intimacy. It all links back to the past. Past lives can take us even further back through other incarnations where we were betrayed, where we were abandoned, whatever the case may be, okay? There's a lot of regression opportunity. There's a lot of healing opportunity available in regressions, Leo. The Dance card has shown up for you today, as well as strength. I love this. By maintaining that imagination, having courage, strength, which is like the Strength card in the tarot, okay? Vibration, maintaining a high vibration, which is what the Imagination card is about. It's a higher octave, a higher vibration, which is what dancing is about, okay? It connects, dance connects us into flow and our rhythmic nature and our creative expression, where we allow ourselves and give ourselves, without judgment, full permission to move with whatever it is that we're feeling, so that we can release and match the frequency as we're hearing it. Strength, my lovely Leo. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. I feel many Leos that I'm connecting into right now have already been through this. I feel like you've already done that. Okay, something about March was significant. Maybe it was a tough month. March, even maybe March through to July. If I'm connecting into you guys, there's a new beginning definitely by October is what I want to say, okay? But you have the strength because you are the fire of the sun, and do not forget that, Leo. And you know where that lives? At your soul, in your heart. So dance. Okay? Don't forget to dance. Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. I just realized, don't forget that you guys are powerfully impacted by the solar eclipses, hey? So we recently had a Cancer solar eclipse on the 21st of June, which was quite big towards the end of last month. You may be still recalibrating. You may still feel the need, okay? And wherever Cancer, wherever those eclipses fall in your chart, so Cancer sits in your 12th house. It's almost like not being able to express yourself, but wanting emotional expression. And maybe that's not happening because there's a recalibration going on, Leo. A new way to live, a new way to love, a new way to connect. Like I said, October feels significant. Okay, July is a turning point for many Leos. All right, my lovely Leos, but it will be interesting to see how your readings transpire across the month of July. So there'll be 2 fortnightly ones, and of course, unique to Instagram are the quick reads, where I do a quick energy check-in each week. So be sure to go and check out the Instagram page. This week's readings, the week beginning 29th of June, are already up, okay? But until your next reading, Leo, that was your July reading. I hope you found resonance. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to tell other empaths and sensitives where to find the channel. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.